All right, guys, welcome into the Casual Fandom Podcast. We got our number one casual fan right here,
Number
Hassan,
one,
and he's happy.
Mr. Bandwagon.
He is happy.
Look,
He is
I
taking his
told
victory
y'all.
lap.
Listen, I told y'all back in October before the season started
No,
that I'm rooting
no.
for the Spurs this season. Now they in the
No.
finals, y'all been calling y'all kind of name. Why?
Yeah, but
told
you're a
them
bad.
before the
You're
season
not a real
started.
fan.
It's
though.
okay,
That's
Mr.
just the
Bandwagon.
truth.
I'm a fan. I
Exactly.
became
Nah,
a
you're
fan
not a fan.
before the
all right?
season started.
You're a supporter. All right.
I told you
Exactly.
back in
You can watch their
October.
games and you can cheer
Look,
for them, but you can't talk shit on their behalf.
when
You
did I
can't do
told
that.
at
y'all?
all.
When did I tell y'all I'm rooting for the Spurs? When did I tell y'all? Back in
Nah,
October
you said
before the season
you
started.
didn't even think the Spurs would be this good. You said the Spurs would
told y'all
might
I'm
make
a
it to the
fan.
playoffs.
Oh my gosh.
I think I
See?
believe more in the Spurs than you did, Mr. Bandwagon.
We got the text messages. We got the text message. I can look it up and we can post that too.
That's
That's
not even a real phone.
Man,
That's not even a real phone.
You can just put it in Chat GPT and just edit it, bro. That's like,
It's
come
on
on,
both
Exactly.
phones.
come on, be
All
for
right,
real, son.
Mr. Bandwagon.
But the San Antonio Spurs and NBA's darling Victor Wembanyama is going to the NBA
Big
Finals,
Wemby.
and they will face
Get
the
his
New
first
York
ring.
Knickerbockers. And after their first playoff run, they are going to the finals. This is the first time the Spurs been in the playoffs since what,
Congrats to the
2017?
Yep.
It's been a while, probably since Kawhi Leonard, but it's been a
Yeah,
while.
2017 when
Congrats to them.
Kawhi got hurt.
They played
Or it was
great today.
2018, I think.
And it was a collective team effort tonight. It wasn't just Wemby, it was everybody. Harper played good, Fox played good, Shan Penny played good. Keldon Johnson came off the bench game 11. Because Castle, he was playing defense, tenacious defense, getting to the rack. Luke Cornett, big block down the stretch on Hartenstein. The whole team played
That was a
great,
huge
man.
block.
Congratulations to them, man. Vassell played great. Great overall effort. Western Conference champion, and soon to be your NBA champions.
Yeah, I think this game just came down. Obviously, you got the best player in the world, SGA, handling business, and then he ain't getting no help. And then you got the second
help.
or third best player in the world, and Wemby, and his team is
Second or
hitting
third?
shots. Yeah,
Oh,
Wemby's
wow.
not the best
This
player in
man.
the world yet.
Wemby is the
Don't
best
matter.
in the world.
It's still Luka
Anyways-
Doncic, guys. It's Luka.
Anyways,
The best
SGA,
player on the court won
35
today.
points.
SJ
SGA
balled
had
out now.
35. What you say?
He balled out. SJ balled out. But he
Yeah,
was
SGA,
he
I
was
mean,
getting cooked
SGA
on
had-
defense.
You said he was what?
He was getting cooked on defense.
I wouldn't say he's getting cooked. I mean, if he's
He's
their
just
only
tired.
offensive load,
Exactly.
he's gonna not give it full strength on defense. Like, you can't just give full effort on defense and offense if you're the only option. Like, it'd be different if they had AJ
Wemby
Mitchell
do
or
it.
J Dub.
Wemby do it. Wemby do it.
Wemby
That's
don't
why
do
you
it.
That's when you're the
7-11.
best player in the league.
Wemby don't. Come on, let's be honest. Wemby ain't there on offense yet. He good, but he ain't. He great, but
He
he
not
ain't
there on
the
offense
best
yet.
yet. He's not. He's not. Anyways, we're trying to dissect this game, sir. We're not getting into all those, those
No,
other.
go ahead. What's your take? But
The others.
No, but I
game.
think this game, that's all this. I mean, the series was a good back and forth series. In the end, I think, obviously, OKC, I mean, everybody has injuries, but there are two other scorers with J Dub and AJ Mitchell. Once, I mean, you can see it in game 4. AJ Mitchell left, J Dub left 2, or I don't know if he played game 3. I can't remember, or game 4.
I think J Dub
then-
only played 2 games this series. I think he
Yeah.
played game 6. He
He
came
played
off the bench and then he started
And-
like game 1 or 2.
I don't know.
No, he
If,
played
I'm
game
gonna get
one,
into
yeah.
that
He
too.
done
I don't know
after-
why the
or
hell
he
they
didn't
even.
finish game 2.
I don't know why the hell they even played J Dub yesterday. Cause you know what I'm saying, if you was gonna lose that game anyways, you know what I'm saying, or if you won that game without J Dub, great, you will go into the finals. If you lose that game, you rest J Dub, you get him a little more healthy for game 7 if you need him, and then you could deploy him there. These motherfuckers just played him for 3-minute stretches. He played like 10 minutes in game 6, and ain't do nothing, and then he just re-injured himself, ain't played in Game
I
7.
think he was a minus 15 on the court in
Nah,
games
in Game
6.
6 he wasn't that bad. I think he was only -8 or something. I
I
gotta
thought he
go
was
back
more
and
than
look
that, but I
because
think
he
he
ain't
was
play that
like
much, so he
no,
couldn't
he
have been
didn't
that
play like
bad.
12 minutes. Played like
Yeah,
12, I think, something like that. But I mean,
I think.
can't really talk about injury. Fox ain't played the first game.
Nah,
So
I'm
we're
not
not really gonna
saying.
sit here and talk about injury. You know, injuries is
Yeah,
part of the
you can
game.
still talk about injuries. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm
It's
saying it's
part of the
part of the
game.
game. Yeah, I'm not saying.
You still have a lot of players off the bench that stepped up. I mean, it was a game McCain had 24. McCain been balling this series.
Yeah, I mean,
Russo been
all
balling.
those
Jay
points
Williams.
matter, but when you only getting 4 points from your third option, who's supposed to be your
Exactly.
second option now, then it makes it harder. So I think, I mean,
That's what
OKC
they
still
were
did a
missing.
good job.
That's what they were missing. I mean, if Chet give him some help, I outcome might have changed. Chet
Yeah.
took 2 shots, 4 points. He
Nah,
wasn't
that's
really
crazy,
effective
man.
and defensively. He wasn't really dominant or nothing like that. But 2 shots from your third option, 4 points. You're not gonna win too many games like that.
Nada.
And that's
Not gonna win nothing.
go ahead, man. What you think?
No, I was gonna say. I mean, this series came down to the other guys. Obviously,
Yeah.
it was gonna come down to the other guys, as we know who's
There
who's
are other
we
guys
know
play.
and the Spurs had the better other guys. Champagne obviously 20 plus tonight. Dylan Harper in game 1 had that 27-point game.
Yeah, it's
Game
24. Yeah.
6.
Dylan
I
Harper,
forgot who
yeah.
went off in game 6.
Game 6, it
Um,
was everybody for real.
yeah. So I mean, it was just. I mean, overall, just the Spurs. They other guys stepped up. Obviously, Wemby. You know, had that incredible game 1, but outside of that, I mean, he was solid. Throughout the series, but it was just the other guys
Yeah.
stepping up and helping them win. Harrison Barnes undefeated on his birthday. Obviously, he did nothing, but I just like to throw that fun stat out there. So I think it was inevitable that the
Happy
Spurs were going
birthday.
to win tonight. But
Happy
happy birthday,
Harrison
Harrison Barnes.
He's going
Man,
back to
Harrison
the
Barnes, man.
finals. Harrison
He
Barnes
riding
getting his
Wemby
second ring.
coattails, and now he used to ride Steph Curry coattails,
No,
man.
he played. He was a part of that championship team. Now you can't say he wrote nobody. He played
Hey,
his
I'm just
part.
saying, man.
Now
But
right now he
honestly,
might be riding, but hey, he been finna get his second
but
ring. But Harrison Barnes, he come on. He's a veteran leader, just like Bismack Biyombo. I seen Bismack Biyombo in the huddle, like getting them ready, like in Wemby's ear, and man, you got to have that kind of leadership on the bench sometimes. You got veterans out there that's motivating the young guys. Because Spurs, it's a team full of young guys. I think Vassell is probably the oldest starter. He's 5th year in the league. The rest of the team, we got a bunch of
I
young
think it's
players.
his 6th year, ain't it?
I think this is
Yeah.
5th
I
year. I
forgot
heard
when he got
him,
drafted.
talk about it.
Was
I think he got
was he
drafted
pandemic?
2021. Yeah.
He came out of
Oh,
Florida
okay, or
State.
after the pandemic?
Came out of Florida State.
Or
I
he
think
might have been
21.
I think he might have been an Anthony Edwards draft. I don't remember, but
This is 5th year. They just said it. I
And
heard
I'll
them talking
say,
about it.
but I was gonna also add,
So, yeah.
honestly, the offensive rebounds too was huge for the Spurs. Obviously,
Yeah, that third
the
quarter,
second
too.
half, the second,
Yeah.
third, I mean, that
Second
third,
half,
fourth quarter,
Spurs dominated. Yeah.
that
First half,
offensive glass. I
OKC
think.
was getting all the offensive rebounds first half,
Oh yeah,
but they were turning the ball over a lot. They
it was
was getting a
ball.
lot of
yeah.
silly turnovers first half, and then what happened to Hartenstein? He couldn't catch a pass, could he?
Yeah, Hartenstein, man. He had about
he
4 passes. He just couldn't catch it. It's not like there was bullets for. They was probably solid passes,
Yeah,
but he just ain't catch them. That's what it came down to. I mean, Wemby got the help that he needed. All the other guys stepped up. You got a balanced attack from all the guys. Nobody on the Spurs really had a bad game. Well, you could say Devin Vassell had a okay or below average game, but he still did okay on defense. And whatnot. Champagne, Castle, Fox. This was Fox. This is a big game for Fox because Fox was choking.
Fox played great
all
defense.
series. Yeah,
No,
and,
Fox
I mean,
played
it's
great defense too.
forget his
Not gonna
defense.
lie,
I mean, he brought it on offense.
Yeah, Fox did. He played very great today. He was hitting threes, getting to the rack, pulling up floaters. He did what he was supposed to do. Getting paid what, $37 million a year? He did what he's supposed to do.
Yeah, but
So,
going back to OKC. I mean, I'll be honest, man. They might. I mean, I don't think they need to make some changes. Obviously, if they're healthy, they might make it to the finals, whatnot. But hey, man, somebody got to sit Chet Holmgren down and say, man,
Yeah.
what the hell is up with you, man? Do you
No, he
like
had a bad game. I mean, Chet Holmgren, he still
He had
he
a
still
bad
can do his thing.
series.
And
no,
he had a
no,
bad
no,
series,
no.
but then again, you gotta
man.
understand he's
He
going
really
against
had a bad playoffs,
Wemby,
man.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah, I
he
wouldn't
did
say he had
nothing
a
the whole
bad
play. I
playoff.
think he averaged 10
He
points
cooked
his
the
whole
Lakers.
playoff.
He cooked the Lakers.
Man, it's the Lakers, man. I
Oh,
don't think he did
We
too
ain't
much
have no
against
real
Phoenix.
interior presence. Yeah, he had what in the playoffs? He had 15, 16, and 8. But I think that diminished throughout.
These playoffs, he had 16 and 8.
Yeah.
No
yeah, I
way.
mean, most of that was probably
Yeah,
against the Lakers
16.
and the Suns, though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he has. Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you got to understand, you shouldn't expect Chet to play like that against Wemby, man. Wemby is the type
Well, it's not
he's a
that.
generational defender. It is that.
No,
If
it's not.
Wemby
He
wasn't there,
didn't. It wasn't just Wemby. He wasn't doing it against any perimeter defender. He just couldn't get his own shot. He was terrible. He wasn't even looking for
He
a
was too
shot.
hesitant.
Like
Yeah.
tonight he wasn't looking for a shot. He was
even
No, the
all
whole
the other
series
games.
He was looking. Yeah, he was looking for.
Yeah,
his
this guy
shot the whole
wasn't
series.
doing nothing the whole series. Like he was timid.
No, he had like 2 games where he had over 20 points.
Yeah, I mean, no, he didn't. He didn't have
Yeah, he did.
2. No, he didn't.
Look, he did, man. I think it was game. I'm about
Nah,
to
I
look.
think he
I'm
had
about to tell you
one
right now.
game maybe over 20
One
points.
game he
but
had like 27.
He had 10 in Game 6. Obviously, we know he had 2 tonight. Game.
I think the most he scored this series probably like 17, maybe.
Yeah, he had 10 again. He had 10 in back-to-back games.
Yeah, Chet ain't do nothing all series, man.
He had.
All right, in the Game 5
yeah,
win.
about a different game then, because I thought one of them games he had like 20.
Nah, Game 5 he had 16.
Yeah, game 5 he had 16. In game 3 he had 14.
Yeah, Chet just, man. I mean, that's not his game. He's not creating his own shot on the usual basis.
And he had 13 and obviously in Game 2.
You gotta. If you're Chet Holmgren, you gotta find a way to get some shots up at least. Like find a spot where you feel comfortable. He has some open threes where, I mean, we all know Chet Holmgren's shot is slow as hell, but he just didn't even try to shoot it. He ain't try to rush the shot or nothing. He ain't even put it in the air. And you can kind of see later in the game when the OKC guards was just like, "Hey man, Chet, we just go give you the ball just to get some defenders off of us. Just give it back. Like you ain't finna do nothing with it."
Casey Wallace, he played good in the fourth quarter though.
Yeah, all the other guys played good for OKC. Even Hartenstein, he had an average game. Just the turnovers is what killed Hartenstein for real. But everybody else played good. It's just tough, man, when you got your superstar who's doing all this and he can't get no help from a consistent scorer, like somebody that can create. It's not even about the other guys that's being able to hit open shots or hitting shots whenever they need it. They needed somebody else to handle the ball and create offense other than Shea, to kind of reserve and help him out a little bit, make it a little bit easier for him and the offense. And they just, without J-Dub and without AJ Mitchell, they just can't do that consistently. So
they don't have.
I think OKC gonna be fine, but if I'm not gonna lie, if I'm OKC, man, I'm considering moving Chet Holmgren, not just because you starting to see that contract kicking in. He's gonna make probably $47 million, I think, over the next 4 or 5 years.
I don't think
and you starting to see his flaws. You starting to see his flaws, though.
No, think about it. You go to a game 7 against a great team. It ain't like Spurs just dominated the series. They went to a game 7 against a great team and went down the stretch and they lost the game. I don't think it's a time to panic. Oh, we should go get Kevin Durant. We should go. No,
I'm not saying get Kevin Durant. No, I'm saying you got to figure out what to do.
I think OKC is perfectly fine.
I'm trading Chet in my picks for Giannis. if I have the
Oh yeah,
opportunity.
yeah. I'm definitely
But
doing that.
know if I
but
would
I
do
don't
that.
think I
I'm
don't
not
think
gonna
Chet
lie.
and
that's
Lou Dort for
Somebody,
Giannis. Yeah, it's a
somebody
pick.
who's
no,
been
not just
getting.
Chetty. No, you're gonna have to throw in AJ Mitchell or
No, I
something.
don't know if I would do that.
Nah.
But here's the thing. Here's
I
the thing.
mean, you talking about trading for somebody that's been getting injury prone the last few years. Giannis been hurt a lot the last few years. You
Yeah,
got
but
Chet.
Giannis
Yes,
could
he
sit
played
down and
bad
they
in
can.
series.
Giannis could sit the whole regular season if he wanted to and just dominate the playoffs. That's damn near what
How's that
OKC
gonna
do.
work? How's that gonna work?
What do you mean? That's what they did this season. J Dub
You
didn't
sent
play.
out the
Their
whole.
second best player didn't play. They made it all the way to the conference finals even without J Dub. J Dub barely played the whole playoffs, and they still
Exactly.
went
So why?
7 games
Exactly. Why they need Giannis then?
because
They just
their
need.
third best player is
That's
trash.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Their
He's
third
not
best
doing
player
nothing.
is a
He had
liability
a
when
bad
it comes
series.
down
I
to
won't
it.
say he's trash. He had a bad
And you need
series, and
somebody.
then he's playing against. He playing against Wimby. Wimby is a factor on
Well,
all aspect of the game.
see,
So
this
he had a bad series. You come back next year. I mean, I don't think it's a time to panic like but they went to game 7 with with their second best scorer out.
here's the
They went
problem
to
though.
game 7 against a
If
great team.
if you're
It ain't like they
OKC
just
and
lost in the second round or something.
but you're
I think
OKC,
this.
who are you gonna see in the playoffs for the next 5-6 years or however long
Probably
at least?
San Antonio.
Exactly.
And
So if you
Yeah,
if you're
expect
saying
yeah.
he
Chet to step up.
if you
That's
saying
it.
Chet can't play against Wemby, then why the hell am I gonna keep
I'm
him
not
if I'm gonna
saying
go up
Chet.
against
I'm not
Wemby
saying.
the next 5-6 years?
Every
I'm
You know what I'm
not
saying?
saying Chet
But I
can't play
think
with Wimby. I'm saying it's gonna be a challenge. It's not. He just got to
Well,
step
yeah,
up. He
but
had a bad
he didn't
series.
step up. He didn't even try to step up. That's the problem. He didn't even try
I
to
mean,
step up.
he
And it's
should have
okay
took
if you're you're being aggressive and you just can't, you're hitting some shots and you're missing some shots, but you're at least trying to, impact the game. He's not impacting the game at all on offense. And that's one thing Chet Holmgren is known to be for OKC, a two-way player, a big man that can shoot the ball, can get to, the mid-range, get some good looks in the paint, and obviously play outstanding defense whenever, from time to
So
time
you
or
would
for
go
most of
break
the
up
time.
your team. So you would go break up your team to get somebody who's been hurt the past few years.
I'm not saying Giannis. I'm not saying it's Giannis or bust.
So who
I'm
else would you
saying
go
you
get?
gotta
Though?
look
got to get
to
another
see
guy.
what.
But
Yeah, you gotta think about it. That's what I'm saying.
and I think this because the situation is similar to Milwaukee after Milwaukee won the championship, and obviously they had to retool and figure out, all right, how do we retool around Giannis, and that's when they made the drastic move for Damian
Dame.
Lillard. Obviously, that didn't work out. So I think it's the same thing that probably ends up happening for OKC because free agents aren't really going to come to OKC like that. They're not going to get big time free agents. So I think all they got to do is they got to make a move. They got the draft pick. They got the draft capital. I mean, they got to
They
move
got a
off the
lot. I mean,
guys to.
and
They
they
got to move off
draft
the
great
guys
as
because
well.
the second April is going to affect them soon. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
think
second April
they
is
are
coming,
going
boy.
to make a move. It's just a matter of who they end up getting off of.
I think
don't think
for a
Lou
fact they're
Dort.
trading Lou Dort for sure this
Lou Dort's
offseason.
probably not coming back this year. Hopefully they can keep Hartenstein. So I think that's where you see maybe a guy like Chet get moved because I think they value got more Hartenstein.
I mean, Hartenstein.
I think Hartenstein's more, effective on what they're trying to do than, a Chet. Because you can go replace Chet with, you guys talk about their draft capital with those picks. Or you can go find another guy to play that role for Chet. Hey, they might land a guy like Cam Boozer or something like that, packages they picks. Whoever, they end up landing, in the draft. Obviously, I forget they pick. I think it was 14 or 13? They got
I think
14
12.
and
They got 2
12.
first
Okay.
round picks. 12 and
Yeah.
17, I believe.
12 and 17. Yep. I'm about to see. Let me see what OKC cap looking like.
So they can
next.
flip those. They can flip those picks. Come up on some guys. So they got possibilities of what they can do. I think it's just a matter of do they knowing obviously this Spurs team is what's the challenge in Wemby? How do you match up against Wemby? Kind of similar to how teams did in the early 2000s of trying to stop Shaq. All right, now what's the moves you make to try to stop Wemby? So I think it's a matter of OKC trying to figure that out, and
But
obviously the rest of the league
it's
as
not
well.
something.
But
it's not something you can really do to stop Wemby. Like it's not one player you can just I'm gonna go get this person. I'm gonna stop Wemby.
Oh
That's
no,
not
I agree.
something.
I think it's
So
Well,
got to be a
that's I don't
collective.
think
Yeah,
OKC needs to get a superstar. That's what I'm not what I'm
yeah,
saying. I'm saying you got a guy that's proven to you pretty much. I mean, last postseason he played solid. He didn't play great. I don't think in the finals either, against Indiana. But you've got a guy that's proven to you that consistently you can't rely on him. But you're about to make $47 million a year for the next 5 years. You know,
yeah. He's about to
I
get
can be spending
$41
that
million
money.
cap hit. Yeah,
I could be spending that money. We're already a well-oiled machine. You know, we already got the talent to get through the regular season, whatever. I need to figure out how to improve within the margins of, somebody, or even if it's one guy or two guys that I can rely on come playoff time so that, you know, obviously, you don't run into this situation again. And I'm not blaming Chet for the reason OKC lost this series. I think they could have played better in some other games, and San Antonio was really good too. So you got to give credit to them. But um, I was just throwing that out there. I just think you got to figure out what the direction is, because OKC, I mean, if you really want to expand this, timeline, this window of dominating the Western Conference or the NBA, whatever, you gotta keep looking for things, to improve. So
I
that's
mean they got a bunch of assets. They got draft picks.
yeah.
They got good players they can get rid of. I just don't think it's a time to panic. I mean, Sam Preston's
I'm
a
not
great
saying
GM.
panic. I'm not saying definitely make
He
that
put
move, but
that
I'm
team
saying
together. They did a great job putting that team together. They still got assets. They still got draft picks. They can do a lot with it. I think going to get a older veteran to fill in that team, I don't think that's the smartest thing to do when you already got a young nuclear that
no.
can
See, that's
play.
what
Okay, see,
you're thinking. I'm saying go get Giannis or KD or somebody that's
but
older.
why?
yeah.
I'm not. I'm not
Because I
saying
mean
that's all you have to do.
I
That's not the only way you can get
no,
better.
that's the first couple options you said. So that's why I'm thinking like,
No, but
nah,
I'm saying even
it's a
if
I
lot
would
of
just
other
go
things
with,
you can
the
do.
drastic situation. I think that's
even
just
if you go
that.
Giannis is only 31, 32.
He's
And
been
if you
getting
get
hurt a
it,
lot past few years.
no,
He's been
he's
getting hurt
only
a
this
lot.
is literally only last year. The only time he's been getting hurt. He hasn't been
Last year
hurt
in
the
the
past few
playoffs, he
years.
got hurt. And then Damon Leonard tore his Achilles. He got hurt
Yeah,
last year.
but that's
This
not
season, he's been
consistently
hurt
getting
all
hurt.
year almost.
And honestly, this season he wasn't
He
really hurt.
only
He
this
said,
season is the only season he's been consistently hurt. He missed the
and he
playoffs
was.
that year. What'd you say?
No, I was gonna say he wasn't really hurt. I mean, he was hurt earlier in the season, but he wasn't hurt the rest of the season. They just sat him out because
They
they
did
didn't want
shut him
to.
down, obviously.
Yeah, they shut him down. So it wasn't necessarily he
But
was hurt.
yeah,
They just shut him down.
I mean, even like I said, it doesn't have to be Giannis. It could be anybody else. Shit, you could go get LeBron and just sign him for the vet minimum or something, and
For
you might
what, though?
improve that team.
Mid-level
You know what I'm saying?
exception.
I'm
LeBron's
just
not
saying
going for
this.
the vet, man.
I mean, you know what I mean. But
That ain't smart, though.
you just gotta figure out something. I'm not saying panic. I'm not saying you gotta get off a Chet right now. But I'm saying if this continues, like obviously, okay, see, they're probably gonna be in the Western Conference Finals next year.
If anything, I say if they can trade up in the draft, I think that'd be the smartest thing. If they could trade
Oh
up and get
yeah, I
somebody
agree.
like
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cam
but
Boozer or something, or
I
another
don't
big
think
Jalen
you're getting up
Wilson,
to the
yeah.
top
Yeah.
4. You're not getting to the top 4 with just trading 12 and 17. You gotta trade somebody else.
I don't think they
You
need to
gotta
get to
They
the
got
top
assets,
4. I think
though.
they
They
can
got
get
a lot
top.
of
They can
players.
get top 8.
They got a lot
Top
of
8 would
players
still
they
help
can
out.
trade. They got AJ
Yeah.
Mitchell. They got Jalen Williams. They got Chet. They got
Yeah,
a
I don't
lot
think
of
they're
players
trading
that can
Jalen
make other
Williams though.
teams like really good.
The only
And
way they trade Jalen Williams if they actually go get another second option. That's when I think if you
Yeah.
trade Jalen Williams, you definitely gotta go get like somebody else. If you trade Chet, you don't necessarily have to get somebody that's
Yeah,
dropping
you can get
buckets
some more
every.
You can get some more role players that kind of
Yeah,
help the core of what you're building. There, but I mean they're not officially hard capped right now. Obviously, once the contract hits next year, I think they more than likely will be in that first
well
apron,
next
hitting close to the
yeah they're
second
in the
apron
first apron
tier.
next year, but they're
Yeah,
let me see. I think they're a couple million away from the luxury tag. I mean from the second apron. Let me see.
because right now they're 21. They're 21 million away from the second apron room.
Okay, so
So
yeah,
they'll
they're in
pretty
the
much
first
hit.
apron.
Yeah, yep.
But is that for
Well, they're
this year or next
unofficial in
year?
the first apron. Next year they'll be because they have about before they hit the first apron, they're about 10, close to less than 10 million
Dang, that's
before hitting
crazy.
their first apron. So they still have 10 million before they hit the first apron,
Yeah, but then they
and
got
about $1 million before they hit the luxury tax.
yeah. So I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I think OKC will be fine either way.
Oh yeah.
Any
Yeah, they
any
got a
last
good
things y'all
young
want to
team.
talk about before we get to the finals preview with OKC or?
I think Spurs, Knicks. Who y'all got? Who y'all got? I say
I mean,
Spurs in about
we know
5
Spurs
or
Knicks.
6. Spurs, Knicks.
Spurs
Spurs
is
about 5 and
6.
6. I'd say
Spurs
Spurs in
is
about
6.
5 or
Yeah.
6. I'm gonna give the Knicks 6 though. But I mean, they got a solid team, but I don't think the Knicks. It's gonna be a hard matchup, man.
I think
Especially
y'all sleeping on the Knicks, man. I think y'all
I
Dog,
sleeping.
think,
I feel like
man, they Spurs guards
The
are too.
Knicks.
Man, they Spurs guards are tenacious, man.
I be on the one thing that kind of
And then
hurts the Knicks.
inside,
They didn't have no real competition in the Eastern Conference. Like nobody really pushed them.
I think
To the Hawks
Spurs
had
just
them
beat the
down
best
2-1
team,
for a
man.
little bit, and then now they've won 11 straight. So I don't know if I think that's gonna that might hurt them early in the series, and if it does, then I think the Spurs will win it. But I think honestly, New York has a pretty good chance to win this series. They got a good team. Obviously they're not as deep as San Antonio. Kind of, they got good players, but consistently their starting lineup can handle 40 minutes a game. They can handle the playoffs. They've been here before. It just interests. I think the X factor in this series is going to be Cat. If Cat is hitting
oh yeah.
threes and he's playing inside and out, I think that's gonna give Wemby a little bit of trouble. I don't think he's gonna give Wemby, a bunch of trouble in the paint or nothing. But you got to step out and guard Cat on the 3-point line. Isaiah Hartenstein, you
He,
ain't have to
he,
do
he
that.
he had to step out and guard Chet. 3-point line.
No, Chet's not a shooter like Cat.
Chet's
Not
not
even
it.
close. First of all, Chet's jump shot is way too slow. Cat, get that shit. That shit gone.
Cat shoot it,
So
yeah. And Cat
I
be
don't
shooting.
know,
Cat
man.
the greatest shooter, big man of all time, like he said, and that's
Nah.
true. That's true. Let's be
Hey,
honest. But I think I
man,
think he's the X factor.
who's the X factor?
Cat. I think
Cat?
Cat's
Cat. It's
gonna be
definitely
the X
Cat.
factor.
It's definitely Cat. I think
Yeah.
it's Cat and OG that are the huge X factors for the
With
Knicks.
Mitchell Robinson hurt, I don't know if he's gonna play game
Well,
1
Mitchell,
or how's his status.
it's just a pinky injury. He gonna be all right. He don't.
I
First of
mean,
all, the motherfucker
yeah.
can't shoot anyway, so it don't matter if it's his shooting hand, his non-shooting hand.
See,
They better
with
put that motherfucker
OKC,
in the game.
with OKC, they got guards. They'll try to beat Wemby up. They'll try to, like, even with Hartenstein trying to hold Wemby. Man, who's gonna do that with New York?
What you mean? OG Anunoby could do that.
Be physical. With
Yeah, OG
Wemby,
Anunoby could be physical. Obviously, he's tall.
OG
Wemby's taller than
Anunoby
everybody.
is too
Yeah.
small. He's too small for Wemby.
No,
Everybody's too small for Wemby,
Everybody's
though.
too small for Wemby. It don't
Wemby's
matter.
not. The problem
They'll
is
be-
everybody's stronger than Wemby. That's the point.
Yeah.
Like
No,
nobody's
who's stronger
tall
than
enough
Wemby?
to jump or play with Wemby. Even Cat can be a little bit physical. I think Cat. That's not the smartest
Cat-
thing because Cat he gonna get in some foul
He'll
trouble.
get in foul trouble. Yeah, he'll get
Yeah.
in foul trouble
Man,
quickly.
Wemby-
But I
I
think
expect Wemby to average 30 in this series, man. They
Nah,
went
I don't
through
think
OKC.
so.
OKC
Nah.
they got a great defense, man. I don't see Knicks
I mean,
I
Knicks
think
got a pretty good
doing
defense
anything
too.
with Wemby, man.
that perimeter defense of the Knicks, I don't know. You might be sleeping because
Knicks
they
could switch.
perimeter
I mean,
defense
obviously,
is
Jalen
elite.
Brunson's
Yeah.
at one weak spot where if they try to hunt him, they might be
Yeah.
able. But they don't really have anybody
You
one
got
on
Josh
one.
Hart, Alvarado coming off the bench. You got Mikal Bridges. You got OG. Yeah. I think they can
Yeah,
throw. That's the thing. They can throw everybody. And forget Wemby. It's about the other guys. Can the other guys really step up like that?
Yeah.
Knowing the length that the Knicks have on the perimeter. It's gonna be
Knicks
really the real
play
difference
good
maker.
defense too. I think
Yeah.
I think the Spurs got amazing defense, obviously, but I think even though they played tough against OKC, I think this is going to be the toughest challenge as far as the Spurs defense goes
The
against New
toughest
York.
challenge.
Yeah, because schematically, the way they play, they can hit
No, y'all
offensively. they can hit. I mean, bro, just
Y'all
watch
tripping.
how they've been playing. They've been dropping 140 points a game. Cleveland got
They
a pretty
playing
good
against the
defense.
weak ass East. They just played
No.
Cleveland. And, come on,
No,
who the hell?
they still. So Cleveland didn't have a good defense. Cleveland don't have a good defense.
Compared to San Antonio, fuck no. They
No,
don't.
but does Cleveland
They
had a
played
good defense?
Philly.
I'm not, bro. So
No, they don't have
here's
a
what
good
I'm telling you.
defense. No,
Here's the
not
weaknesses
against,
that.
not comparing them
Listen,
to San
Here's the
Antonio.
Spurs'
You got
weaknesses on
James Harden.
defense.
Jalen Brunson dropped about 20 points on James Harden in like 2 minutes.
Okay, but here, listen. This is what I'm saying.
Ain't nobody on San Antonio, as far as the guards, Dylan Harper, Castle, Vassell, that he just gonna
Listen. This is what I'm saying. Defensively,
be physical with.
You gotta understand. The Knicks have the pick and pop game that the Spurs didn't, or the what's the name? OKC didn't have that. Whoever else they played, Minnesota obviously we ain't had that, and Portland Donovan Clingan was fucking shooting, so it didn't really mean shit. That's one thing. Second, the Knicks got better mid-range shooters than obviously OKC. OKC is SGA and then 3-pointers. That's it.
Yeah.
So that's where you want to thrive against Wemby, because Wemby's either going to be in the paint, the guards are going to try to funnel it to Wemby, and then if you can hit that mid-range, then you got a good chance, obviously,
Who's
to
that
open
mid-range
up.
shooter aside from Brunson?
What do you mean, Mikal Bridges and
Mikal
OG
Bridges.
Anunoby?
Yeah, from time
OG
to time.
mid-range.
What the hell?
OG ain't really shooting no mid-range.
Yeah, OG
just
is a
three-point
mid-range.
He
What are you
does.
talking about?
And he get to the rack. He ain't really shooting no
Bro,
mid-range.
OG is shooting mid-range, bro.
Josh
He
Hart.
gets
I don't know
Right.
if you
He-
watching
he-
the Knicks or not, but OG shoots mid-range.
Jordan
The only
Clarkson.
I
person,
watched all. Clarkson don't even get in the game. What the hell game y'all
He
be
don't.
watching?
the only person I would say that doesn't shoot mid-range for from their starting lineup, I guess you could say, is Josh Hart. Josh Hart don't really take no mid-range shots at all.
Yeah, Josh Hart be flying around the court.
But
Man,
I
don't know
think
what-
that's
let's
the
see, y'all
challenge.
talking about it.
I'm not
This
saying
is-
that they gonna expose San Antonio defense. I'm not saying
Y'all had
that. I'm
mid-range-
saying
y'all had Minnesota had mid-range shooters. I mean,
yeah,
I'm
and
trying
we
to figure out
played
what y'all
and
see
we
the
played
Knicks-
good. Our mid-range was good. We couldn't
And y'all
hit
got-
no shots.
and y'all got beat. Y'all got beat in 6.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you got to understand, we didn't have no 3-point shooters. When you got 3-point shooters, mid-range shooters, and guys that can get to the rim, then that kind of makes San Antonio have to schematically, pick their poison. And against the Knicks, I think defensively the Knicks gonna struggle a little bit just because their guards are not their guards, but really Jalen Brunson, he gonna get picked on in this series, especially with their guards like to be physical, Castle and Harper. So that I'm interested to see what that looks like. But offensively, I think San Antonio or New York can keep up with San Antonio. I just think if they just got to get some stops, they can figure it out. But
Bro, Spurs just played
That was
your best player in the league, the one you said the best player in the world. Spurs just played him and held him under 35% shooting in 5 games out of 7. But the Knicks gonna have a field day against the Spurs. Yeah, okay. I'm ready to see that.
yeah, but
I will say, though-
who played with SGA? Who was
the Oklahoma City Thunder?
who else could create
Caruso-
offense besides
Caruso-
SGA?
Who else could create offense in the Knicks besides Brunson?
Mikal Bridges can generate
Mikal Bridges
OG.
get credit off his
Cat.
OG.
Cat has a post game. Nobody on the OKC Thunder besides AJ Mitchell, Jalen Williams, and SGA. Nobody else could generate offense.
Mikal
Even
Bridges
Jared
can-
McCain from time to time, but that's not what you want him to do on a 30 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Brunson can do that. Cat can slow the game down, get in the post if he wants to, and pass out of the post. He's a good
If he
passer out of the
wants
post.
Hey,
It just, that's what I'm saying. He's the X factor. I think
Yeah,
I'll be
he's
honest,
jacking up threes.
if it was
Cat
the
finna get
Thunder or
cooked.
even if it was the Spurs, I'm cheering for the Knicks. I don't want to see the Western Conference win. You know what I'm saying? I'm always looking for the.
Well, hey,
I think the Knicks
you
win
can
in
cheer
6.
for
That's
the
my
Knicks.
prediction.
You're gonna be heartbroken
Nah,
again, like you was cheering for.
I got
OKC.
Knicks in 6, guys. So
Knicks at 6.
I think we should do that.
It is Spurs in 6. But I'll say the only real thing for the Knicks to really win this series is they have the blueprint now for Whippy. that we saw throughout the last few games from OKC is you throw a couple bodies at Wemby, trap him like they were doing to Shea. He got to start making decisions, and I think the Knicks can do that as far as the length that they got on their defense in that on the wings. So I think it'll make a difference. So maybe we could see 7, but I do think it's just Wemby's run.
We ain't seen
And
7. I'm sorry.
Knicks. Not Knicks. Spurs in 6 though.
Yeah,
I want to say Spurs in 5. I honestly want to say Spurs in 5 because I don't see what y'all see in the Knicks.
Nah.
Like I know the Knicks won 9 straight games
And
against the East
11
or
sir.
10.
11 straight games.
And they got the Jimmy Sochan cheat code, so Jimmy Sochan knows they off it.
Beat the Atlanta Hawks, beat the Sixers.
I mean, I think,
beat Cleveland.
but you gotta understand, they didn't just beat them; they
the
dominated
East
them.
is weak.
So
they
dominated them. So it's like it'd be different if the Spurs was dominating the West. The Spurs didn't dominate the West. So I mean, obviously they did what they needed to do to get to the finals. So I just think New York just has things and strengths that they can expose some of San Antonio's weaknesses.
The Spurs play is probably better than every team the fucking Knicks play.
Absolutely.
Minnesota's probably
question.
better than every team that Knicks play.
Absolutely.
Okay,
that's
so
not
what
a
talk about they dominated.
But I'm saying,
of course, the West is tougher than the East. We all know that. Yeah.
And what I said is that they have strengths that can expose some of San Antonio's weaknesses. That's all I said. And
I don't agree though.
I don't think you understand it. That's why I think you got your Spurs glasses on. I don't think you understand.
No,
he does.
I think no, I don't. I'm really like not even that, bro. I'm just.
Has Wemby? Let me ask you, when OKC and Wemby had to guard the 3-point line, OKC was winning the games, right?
When OKC what?
When OKC forced Wemby to guard the 3-point line, yeah, OKC was winning those games, right? Whenever they were hitting shots and they were able to spread Wemby out, they were winning those games, right? But they were mainly doing that with their guards, right?
Their guards was hitting shots tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were mainly doing that with their guards. Now imagine that San Antonio got to guard Cat and they got to guard their other shooters. So wherever Wemby is, he's probably going to be a lot more outside the paint than he normally is. That's what I'm saying. So, and what's Wemby's strength? Obviously, camping in the paint, making everybody think twice and tough shots. So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I think if the Knicks play their cards right, they can win a few games at least. If they play it smart and they play consistent, I think they can win the series. But I think not OKC. I think Spurs just got the better depth in team. So if
I think Spurs got the first 2 games at home, and then I think
it's gonna be 1-1 to start the series. I think the Knicks get maybe game 1, and start the series off like that. But I can't deny it though. The Knicks other guys though can match the Spurs other guys. I like Landry Shamet. He be coming up clutch just like I think we saw Champagnie.
I think offense wise, but defense. I mean, the guys on the bench for the Knicks just they can't play defense.
Oh yeah, I agree on that. But I'm thinking just as far as coming off, they need scored. I think those guys can do that.
Yeah, I'll be honest. If Cat, this is just about Cat. That's all it is for me. If Cat's shooting and hitting shots, it's gonna be a long series.
If Cat gotta play, it ain't gonna be a long series. But Cat gotta play good for them to be in the series.
If Cat's hitting shots, it's gonna be tough.
Cat got to average 22 in this series. He's been averaging 17 in the playoffs so far.
22.
He
got to average 25.
Play good for the Knicks to be in the series. If Cat don't play good, the Knicks will damn near get swept. I'm telling you now.
I wouldn't say swept, but they
I wouldn't say swept. Yeah,
that'd be tough for them to win.
He is shooting 50% from 3 though. Cat is shooting 50% from 3 in the playoffs.
Cat hasn't been taking too many shots this playoffs either.
Yeah, Cat.
He hasn't been.
I think Cat's been playing smart though. But now
he's averaging 3
threes. Yeah. This is Cat series. You're about to see that volume go up. Them 3 threes a game by turning at 9 threes a game. So if he's sitting
Yeah,
on
you
4
gotta
of
you
them,
gotta at least hit. Yeah,
You
that's
better
true.
make them.
if he in
And
4 of them,
that's just to stay in the game. I think shit, you gonna
he
need a
just
lot
got
more than that to win this game, to win this series.
Damn.
This
he
ain't
got to stay out of
this
foul
is
trouble. I
not
think that's the biggest thing.
this
If
is
he's on the
not
court, I think
Cleveland.
they'll
This
be
ain't
good.
Atlanta. This is not Philly.
Dang,
But you
LG
gotta
This
understand,
averaging 48%
this a
from
whole
Indiana,
different
three.
ball game.
Sheesh.
Indiana went 7 games with the Knicks in 20 not
Brian
7 games.
43.
They beat him in
Alvarado
what? 6
41.
games in how many games did the Pacers beat the Knicks last year? It was 6
In
games or
7.
5 games?
It was in
I
7.
think
They went
it
to
was 7.
It was 7
They
games?
beat New
Yeah, I
York
think it
in
went
New York
7.
game 7. They beat New
Nah,
York
no
in New
way.
York game 7. Yeah, it
It
did.
was
I think
And
it
7
then
was,
games?
they blew them out
Yeah.
in New York game 7.
Okay. And then Indiana went 7 with OKC. So I know the Eastern Conference is a weak. I mean, this is probably the weakest it's been in a couple of years, but I think the Knicks are still a really good team. So
They are a good team. They are a really
yeah,
good team, but I just
I
think this
think
is a
that
different level
Eastern
of competition
Conference.
than what they.
Go ahead.
I think this is just a
Than what they
different
used to.
level of competition than what they play. So, I mean, yes, they're a great team. I mean, they made it through the East. So, but I feel like this is a different level of competition, man.
What was that playing
This
championship game?
this is a different level of competition.
Now I'm
Play-in
interested to see
championship
what
game repeat.
Sam Presti thinking right now. He probably like,
Oh,
man,
no.
damn, I gotta deal with these motherfuckers for 3-4 more years at least. You know what I'm saying? What can I do? I ain't gonna lie. Okay, see, man, I'm interested to see. I felt like they
Oh,
had
Lou
to
Doris,
lose
they got a play option on Lou Doris, so they probably gonna decline that.
a team option.
Yeah, the team option, I mean,
Oh
on
yeah,
Lou
he
Doris, so
probably
they gonna
gonna.
decline that.
Or they
For
might
18 million.
they might try to trade him so they can use that salary spot because they over the
I
first
mean,
apron.
that and Isaiah Hartenstein, $28.5 million team
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
option too.
Hartenstein gone. I ain't gonna unless he
What?
takes like 15 million or something. Unless he take a pay cut, but I don't
Yeah.
That
think
would
they
bring
keeping
Hartenstein
Hartenstein.
back. Hartenstein he played a big role in
Yeah,
guard
but the thing
Wemby.
is, you gotta understand when Hartenstein signed with them, they was a young team. They had the cap space. You know,
Yeah.
Chet hadn't gotten paid. J-Dub hadn't got paid yet, and they
And
wouldn't pay
Casey
This
nobody.
Wallace up for a rookie
It's
scale
gonna
contract now.
always come to that though. It's gonna always come to that when you're a young team and then the players develop and then become really good.
That's
You
what
win
I'm
a
saying.
championship. Now you got to pay everybody.
That's what I'm
So
saying. Now
it's
they can't
Yeah.
afford Hartenstein no more though. They can't afford that.
And
He got
Casey Wallace up for rookie scale contract, so he can get an extension.
Wait, he's an unrestricted free agent, right? Hartenstein, right? He don't
No.
got no player option there.
Yeah, Hartenstein. No, Hartenstein got a. You talking about Hartenstein?
Yeah.
No, he got a team
Oh,
option
he's-
for 28.5.
Oh yeah, I think they declined that. I'm not gonna
He a
lie.
free agent. He a free agent. At 27.
20. He's unrestricted. Okay. Yeah, I think they declined
Yeah.
that. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no,
That's
no, they
28
definitely
million.
declining that. Yeah. That they
Because they gotta
that
pay
can retool
AJ
and figure
Mitchell
that.
next year. They gotta pay Jared McCain next year. They gotta pay Casey Wallace this offseason. Even though they don't kick in till down the line, but
I think they move off Aaron Wiggins. I see him getting traded. He's obviously making $9 million right now.
yeah, but yeah.
That's a
It's
guy
crazy
that
because he was starting
they can
this
get off
year
of
and
him.
he didn't.
Yeah.
He ain't played barely. Yeah, but I like the Knicks. That's my prediction. I like the Knicks. That's my prediction. Knicks in 6. Shout out Cat. Like I said, it don't matter if it was the Spurs or if it was OKC. I was cheering for the Knicks anyways. Even though Cat leave the Wolves and he go win a chip, that shit gonna hurt. But hey, man. We ain't trying to see Wemby propaganda for the next 10 years, man. If Wemby win the championship, they gonna try to put this motherfucker in GOAT conversations, man. And we ain't ready for that.
Start instantly.
Y'all did
GOAT
that with
conversation
SGA,
start.
and he only want. Y'all
We
did
ain't-
that.
I
with
ain't
Nobody
put
did that
SGA
for
no
SGA.
GOAT
Nobody did that for
conversation, man.
SGA. Ain't nobody did
They
that for
call
SGA,
him
bro.
Baby Kobe.
They just call him face of the
Hell
league.
no.
They just
They
called
just call
him
all
face of
type
the league. That's
shit.
it.
I ain't seen a player like Kobe till SGA came. All this crazy shit they was
Nah,
saying when
SGA
SGA
different
won a
than
chip.
Kobe, but he,
Hey, Jalen's contract kicks in next year. 41
yeah,
million.
Jalen and Chet,
Sheesh.
boy, that's tough, man.
Yeah.
And SGA
Oh,
kick in
AJ,
the
they
year
got
after.
time to they got time for AJ.
Yeah, AJ and
making
Jared McCain, they
2.8.
good.
They can sit
AJ
on
only a
those for a
rookie
little
though,
bit.
so He a rookie. And
No,
McCain, this is
this
only
is
his second year.
No, he's not a rookie. He just
They
got
both second years.
So,
yeah, and they got their his team option in
oh,
27,
yeah.
28.
He is.
So
It is
yeah,
the second year. I'm tripping.
they good on him. It's figured out. Aaron Wiggins,
They probably let Aaron Wiggins go.
Kaysen,
He barely played.
Kaysen,
Yeah,
Lou Dort,
Isaiah Joe.
and Isaiah.
I think
Oh, Isaiah
Lou
Joe
Dort
got
is
to get
gone.
paid too. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Isaiah
think
making 11
I
million.
think Dort but Dort play defense though, man. But he might be gone though. Dort might be gone.
It's just Lou
Now they
Dort.
gonna
You
they
can't
gonna, they
count
gonna
on that
get off
motherfucker
Dort
to hit a
because
shot, man.
because they can
That's all
replace
they
Dort
need,
with
man.
Casey Wallace. You got Casey
Literally.
Wallace.
Well,
So,
Dort is stronger. He's a bigger body, so
yeah,
if they could get him on a
he's
cheaper
more the
deal,
enforcer. Yeah,
I don't know. I think they could bring him back on a cheaper deal if he's open to it.
Yeah,
I
That's
think we
one
got
thing
that.
that's important for OKC. If they can get their guys to come back on a little cheaper deals than what they're getting now, then I think they can keep this thing going. But if not, they're gonna have to retool and kind of fill some holes, or just prioritize some players over another. So we'll see. But yeah, the Spurs, man, they got to the finals their first year, man. First year in the playoffs, first playoff run.
in a long time.
I thought it was gonna take one more year, so I'm shocked.
I thought it was gonna take one more year too.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna take one more year.
For they've been playing ball. Them young niggas been balling, man.
I think this is one thing that benefited the Spurs because you wanted to try to compare them to OKC. OKC wasn't ready because when they played Dallas, they lost. But OKC didn't have the vets that San Antonio has now. I think that's played a big part. De'Aaron Fox, obviously, even though he had a terrible series, really had a bad playoff so far, he stepped up when it mattered most, and he steadied the ship as far as ball handling when Castle had 20 turnovers in the first two games. And then, obviously, Kornet, even though Kornet ain't been solid the whole series, he gave you a couple big moments, but he's a championship center. He won the championship. He's got some experience, and obviously Harrison Barnes and then everybody else on the bench. So, and then obviously they got all the Spurs legends in their ear, coaching them and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Which shouldn't be, which is illegal. You know what I'm saying? But I digress.
What legend y'all got? What y'all gonna Kevin Garnett come talk to y'all?
Kevin Garnett fuck with Wemby more than he fuck with the Wolves.
Kevin Garnett don't even go back to the Wolves.
We retire his jersey next year. Y'all see the new jerseys he got coming out? They leaked all the jerseys.
Oh,
they probably trash. Like
it's our old school jerseys. They're not
blacks.
trash.
The black and blues.
We got the blacks, the white, and the blues. Look at it. Search it up right now.
Let's see.
Nobody looking up that garbage.
Now look it up, bro.
Nobody
we got some
up.
good.
All right, let me look it up.
It's from the 90s.
I see it. It's nice. The blue, white, and the black ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the black. I think we should have kept the regular black ones we had now, but the white and the blue, they hard. I'm gonna get one of them jerseys, so you know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I like the black one. I just don't like. I think it should be the darker black, like you said. But I like it.
Yeah, but
what y'all gonna do with Gobert? What Minnesota going? Now we're gonna talk about this another time. We're gonna talk about this after the finals. You feel?
Yeah, we're
gonna talk Lakers. We'll talk
Spurs. Right now, game one Wednesday. Game one Wednesday.
Yeah, game one Wednesday. So we got a little.
Damn, that seems so far away. Damn,
it does for real.
Yeah, dude, we got a few more. Crazy. We got what? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, no games. Oh, we got the Stanley Cup. The Hurricanes.
Oh yeah, the Hurricanes and the Knights. You know,
yeah, trying to get them a championship.
What else? It's crazy. Those are my two favorite teams, bro. The Hurricanes and the Knights, man.
You don't watch hockey. Why you like?
I swear to God, I went to a Knights game, and then I used to support the Hurricanes for like 4 years ago.
When did you go to a Knights game?
When
I was in Vegas. That shit was fun, man. Nice. That's my
hockey. Hockey is fire.
I lean towards the Knights a little bit because I went and supported them. You know what I'm saying? But the Hurricanes, I was fans of them since I started paying attention. Yeah, they the home team.
They're not the. Oh, I guess.
So I'm happy either way. I'm like Hassan right now. I could just choose whichever team I want, and be happy. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sad. Yeah. My hockey team ain't make it. My NBA team.
What, you a Kings fan or some shit?
Huh? Yeah.
Who your
But my
hockey
baseball team cooking, huh?
Nah, the Red Sox.
I don't really got a
ass, man.
hockey team. I'm a Dodgers fan, first off.
Oh, this
Alright.
motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
You
This
know, Dodgers
motherfucker was
gang.
this motherfucker
Dodgers
was a
gang.
Red Sox fan his whole life.
Dodgers gang.
And he talking about
Dodgers
he a
gang.
Dodgers fan. How the hell?
Dodgers,
Dodgers gang.
What the hell?
Hey, Mark Walters.
Hey.
Mark Walters is support Mark Walters.
Listen, no matter how ass my teams get,
That's who we
if I
support.
even stop watching, like I stopped watching. I used to watch baseball religiously. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a Cardinals fan. No matter how ass they get, and we playing solid right now.
We support
I
them
ain't
Google
switching
High
teams,
partners.
brother.
You
I
like
do
all the
not switch
Cardinals.
teams.
If
Mark
they-
Walters.
If they had an NBA team that's called Cardinals, you'll cheer for them too. You love you
I
a
would.
Cardinal.
Right.
I definitely would.
Hey, I was seeing a YouTube video the other day. It was saying how the worst teams in sports, and two of them was the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Timberwolves, and that's two
Hey,
other
man.
teams.
The Timberwolves, man, I'm so glad I'm enjoying this right now because we just good, man. We at least I can say we've been like the third or
Hey,
fourth best team in the NBA the
enjoy-
last 4
Enjoy
years.
this right now because y'all finna have a bunch of down years after this.
Nah, man. We got Ant.
Hey.
Man. Ant done got better
y'all
every
got
year.
Ant-Man. Y'all got Ant-Man.
Just
but
know Lakers coming back, guys.
Y'all fucked y'all window up when y'all had a chance. I feel like y'all should have kept drafting. Y'all went and traded Cat, and
Yeah.
then y'all traded
I
for
think we still got a
Gobert.
chance. We just got to make the right moves this summer, man. We
Y'all
got to
ain't
see,
really-
man.
I just want y'all to know Lakers are coming back because we getting money injected into the franchise.
Oh,
Mark
real quick
Walters
before we
about
go.
to put bread into the franchise.
This nigga ain't talking about Mark
You still got to
Walters.
get players. You still got to get.
We
players.
are gonna get players. We got Mark Walters. He about to go
You better-
over the second
you better-
apron. They gonna come over the third apron. He going over that.
So
Hey,
real
you
quick,
better go in.
go ahead, Hassan.
And we making moves in the front
No, I
the
was
front
gonna say, you
office.
gotta
We
go
about to
ahead
get
and
assistant
get-
GL. We already got to do
Get
assistant
rid of
GL.
Y'all need players. Y'all need players. They got the GM.
We're
can't
getting
play, nigga.
players.
You need players.
We're getting players. We got to
Listen,
make the moves in the front office to
Let's
get the
talk
players.
about the real quick before we get off the new anti-tank rules. Let's talk about that a little bit. Just
Oh yeah,
'cause
that went into official.
that's the new thing.
Yep. Yeah.
I forgot to mention that whenever that's another reason why I feel like trading Chet Holmgren could be an option because now you can't have obviously with the anti-tanking rules, these lottery teams is a little scary now. And it makes it harder as far as like trading and acquire players and stuff like that. So do y'all know much about them right now? The rules?
I
Yeah.
haven't read up much on it. You got to fill me
I
in.
have.
So okay, I'm gonna break it down for you. Let me see. Let me get a
So they
summary.
added two. So obviously now it's the two playing teams that lose are now in the lottery. So they went from 14 to 16.
Yep.
They got a relegation, like obviously like in soccer we know they got a relegation in that I forget. Wait, let me see.
So it's the three teams with the worst record in the league are penalized, receiving only 2 lottery balls each. So instead of having the top three or four usually have the same odds, which was like, I think this past
That's stupid
couple
though.
years.
What if they ask?
So here's
What
the
if they
thing.
just ask?
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
The playoff and play-in teams, teams that miss the playoffs and play-in entirely are rewarded with 3 lottery balls each. So 4, 3, 10, and then teams that fail to advance out of the play-in tournament get 1 to 2 lottery balls. So the team that just missed the playoffs in the play-in gets the same odds as the team that had the worst record in the NBA.
Yeah.
That's
And the
stupid.
teams that were mid, they get the
we
best
know that's
odds.
stupid.
So
Yeah.
here's another
And-
thing.
Now go ahead.
Wait, go ahead.
No,
I
I
was
was
gonna
gonna say and added. No,
so they
go ahead.
penalizing you to be asked. What if you just ask?
So here's the thing. There's also,
What if you
There's
just?
rules
It's gonna be
on-
a team that got the burst record, right? It's got to
Yeah.
be.
but now they're trying to incentivize. I think they'll probably make some tweaks because some teams might just generally be ass. Like it's gonna be tough, especially like the
Exactly,
Nets
it's
or some
gonna be.
shit.
Yeah.
They're
What
gonna
they're
be
trying to
trash.
do is make teams get more aggressive as far as trading, free agents, just trying to stay competitive. Everybody making moves, right?
But regardless,
And
it's gonna be a team with the worst record. It's gonna be a team with the second worst record.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But they trying to make the
So
worst
why
record
you
like
finna-
25 and 57 instead of it being 14 and
15.
fucking 80.
Yeah.
You
No,
know what I'm
it should
saying?
be something like you
And
gotta have a certain amount of wins. Like if you got more than 17 wins or more than 20 wins, then you don't lose the extra ball. But if you got under that many wins, then we penalizing you because they
so
feel like you tank it. Something like
here's
that or something. But just to
so there's
penalizing because they ass.
so teams are not allowed to get the number one pick in back-to-back years.
In back-to-back years. Or a top
No
5 pick
team-
in 3 consecutive drafts.
Yes, they can't
I
pick top
that I
5.
can agree. I can agree with that. I don't think teams should
and
just keep getting
then-
number one,
And then here's the most important part, especially for teams like the Timberwolves and even Milwaukee, who's trying to trade Giannis and shit, right? Traded picks. Whenever you trade, let's say I'm trading my picks to fucking Brooklyn for a random player, and I get their first round pick or something. If let's say I trade Julius Randle to Brooklyn, and I get their first round pick in 2028 or some shit, right? Or 2029, let's say something like that. If Brooklyn has picked in the top 5 in two of those years, that third year, even though that pick comes to me, I don't get that pick in the top 5. So it's kind of like fucking with the trades. So you know how Memphis traded Jaren Jackson to Utah, right?
Mm-hmm.
That Utah pick was supposed to be a really good pick in 2027. Next year it's gonna be like 27. They was projecting it to be the number 1 pick, even though I don't know why. Utah's probably gonna be a solid team next year.
Right.
That pick, if it falls in the top 5, Memphis don't even get it. Because Utah's picked in the top 5 the last 2 years, right? They picking this year, and then
That's some bullshit. They
so.
and
they
they
just
picked
made
Ace
shit
Bailey
up.
last year, yeah.
But I think,
It's some
doesn't it
bullshit. I ain't gonna
change
lie.
over next year? So it doesn't officially really start, like, factor in this year.
No, it does. I think it definitely
Oh,
factors this
okay.
year.
That's
So
that's dumb, Nick. So teams
that's
like
why it's tough.
if this was the case, like if this rule were passed like 10 years ago, then OKC won't even have the same team they got right now. They won't be you. It's like it's hard.
Spurs wouldn't
It's
either.
hard for you.
Spurs definitely
Exactly.
would have. That's who would have.
Spurs wouldn't either.
Because they would have.
It
They
would be
wouldn't have
very
3 top
hard.
5 picks.
Yeah.
It'd be very hard for you to pick your team, to like put your team together. It'd be very hard if it's like that.
I don't think it's necessarily the thing it's hard. I think it's trying to, up the competitive factor, obviously avoid tanking.
But
That's
that's not going to
What it's doing is it's rewarding winning in a way of obviously the
It's
teams that
actually
are still
rewarding
not
you
playing
being mid.
Yeah.
They
You know what I'm
already
saying?
voted for it, and they already voted for it and everything.
This is passed. Yeah, this is
Yeah, it's passed.
it.
Oh,
It got
wow.
passed
Yeah,
this
that's-
week, yeah.
So here's the thing.
Adam Silver
Here's
ass.
another-
They need to
here's
fire his
another-
ass.
Thing I'm gonna tell y'all, and then I'm gonna give y'all another piece
And then
of information right on
it
top
starts
of it.
over in 2029, so it starts over in 2029, so it'll run through and then they'll transition
probably
to
try to
potentially a new
change it.
system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
here,
just think all these rules. I think they should just make hefty fines for like man. Kick
Well,
in the
here's
shade,
the
they
way,
should
though.
make
I
hefty
think-
fines, man.
Go ahead, Hamza.
so
Go ahead, Hamza.
like you said, the top 3 teams, you can't get rewarded for being the top 3 teams, right? Or the bottom 3 teams, right? Now the middle 4, so 4 through 10. That's what you can be competitive most of the year, but as long as you stay out of that bottom 3, teams might even try to tank between that 4 through 10 spot, right? Once they get towards the end of the season, they like, well, nah, we ain't trying to make the play, and we done got this far. If Adam Silver now has the power to, if he thinks somebody's tanking, you know how Utah was benching their starters for the 4th quarter and whatever. If
Indiana,
anything like that,
yeah,
Adam Silver has the power to take away that draft pick, fine niggas up to $10 million, and then or reduction of like the lottery odds and stuff like that. And then transferring, like they said, even you could suspend a team executive and stuff like that. So I don't know. I really want to see some drama. That's all I want to see. I ain't gonna lie.
But I
That's
think
gonna be
this
shit.
also helps a team like the Spurs and OKC in that now you really can't see other teams really kind of retool like how they did. You know,
Exactly. So
obviously,
so
and I mean, that's
you're
the thing
exactly
that's gonna
right.
be tough. It's gonna be
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah, that's what
So
I'm saying. It's
now,
To put your team
and
together,
even
like a team
yeah,
that like Boston
yeah,
built it off the
oh yeah,
draft and
you
all
can't do
that,
that again, and also the protections on the picks. You can't add a protection of top 12 through top 15 in trades now either. So
yeah,
you can't add a protection to your picks. So it changes a lot. And honestly, with the second apron rules playing a factor, it's gonna be interesting how teams shuffle and make moves because draft picks aren't gonna be necessarily worth the same if if you a team that's tanking and you want to go get a number a top guy like that
yeah.
yeah, I mean, that's just
so
dumb. I
it's
ain't
gonna be
gonna lie.
interesting.
That's dumb as
I don't
hell,
think
man.
it's.
Adam Silver.
I had it. I like it for the competitive balance of the
No,
league. Will it change things? No.
that's not really gonna make the league competitive. That's just
Oh no,
gonna
no,
keep
I agree.
the worst teams is just gonna stay bad for a very
Oh
long
yeah,
time.
it's
Well,
just
That's just
it
gonna
just
be.
depends. I think the biggest problem is the transfer of like the top 5 picks and like the back-to-back picks. Because if
yeah.
the team that traded me the pick from last year had the number 1 pick, and I got they pick this year, and they end up with the number 1 pick again, why the fuck I can't get that just because they ended up getting the number 1 pick?
Exactly.
Like
That's what
I
I'm
ended up
saying.
getting it through them. That
Nah,
I
you
think
can't
that's
get
the
that number one
problem.
pick.
And then
Nah,
the
they're not.
trade problems. I
They're
think
relegated.
here's the problem. I think this makes trading like for players like Giannis and like who like bigger players. It makes it a lot more complicated because you can't just throw in those picks and say, "Hey, here's a 29 or 33 pick or whatever." Like
Yeah.
you gotta kind of figure out what you're gonna do as far as like teams are not really gonna value draft capital as much as
Oh
they
yeah.
normally
I
do
think
in trades.
this is where depth comes
Yeah,
into play, and
yeah,
I think that's where you got to start trading. I think OKC. That's where you trade a guy like a Casey Wallace to see, hey, what do I go get out there on the market? Or
yeah,
I don't want to say Casey, maybe Isaiah
yeah,
Joe, guys like
yeah.
that.
Like he said, like draft pick is not gonna be worth much no more as
Oh
far as
yeah,
like trading for a
Yeah,
superstar player, or
yeah,
even teams like the small market teams that's been bad for a long time that
yeah.
oh
cannot
yeah.
track free agents and stuff. It's gonna be hard for
Like
them to just
Minnesota.
be better.
Yep.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be
Yeah.
very hard.
It's
Like that's
I don't
I
this
think
is
only thing I agree about it, like you can't have the number 1 pick back to back years. That I kind of agree, but to penalize the team because
Or a
they're
top
not
5
that
pick.
good,
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
yeah. But to penalize a team because they're not that good, or if I trade and I lose it because they already had a top 5 pick, man, that's bad. Because you got to let teams
I,
develop. Like teams, for instance, like if you look at it now, teams like Boston, they wouldn't have Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown and all them. Philly, when they was able to get Embiid and who
Simmons.
else? Ben Simmons and all them.
Spurs,
They
Dylan
won't
Harper's,
Tyrese
Spurs,
Castle.
Maxey.
Dylan Harper, Castle,
Well,
Wimby
that's why they put the
won't be
rule,
able to do a
Hassan.
lot
They
of that.
call it the Spurs rule. The top 3 or the top 5 pick in consecutive years is literally called the Spurs rule. Uh so that's and I don't even. It's crazy because last year the Spurs didn't really. Well, they kind of did after Wemby got hurt and what's his name? Darren
I
Fox
mean,
got
every
hurt.
team in a sense tank
Yeah.
when you got a generational player coming in. Like if you
Well,
got somebody
no, no,
that's
no. I'm not even that. I don't think that was the problem. I think it's when y'all ended up with the number 2 pick after, y'all had
after
just got
getting the
number
number,
1 pick and
yeah.
then the number 4 pick, and then y'all tanked at the end of the season to kind of keep a high draft pick. Whenever Wemby and Fox got hurt to end of the
Well,
season,
I
so
mean, it's good it happened. It doesn't happen now. They
yeah, I'm
can't
about to
take the
say it's
players away
crazy.
from us.
It's
Yeah,
helped
They
y'all
like
can't
they
now.
take
should
the players
they should
from us
take y'all
now.
pick away. I think they should take one of the players off
Shit.
y'all team. You know what I'm saying? I think
No,
they
I
should
mean,
Not a
take
they
one of
player
the
can't
on the
do
players off
that.
y'all.
team.
You can't do that now. Like shit, it is what it is.
Hey,
Hey, you
I
can't
And
wouldn't be
then
surprised
now.
that put that in there.
I just
Now
know
you
this
just
helps.
gotta
This
get
helps
out
my
and
Lakers. Let's
just
say
gotta get
Yeah,
you
man, this is
drafted in the
tough.
second round. That's it. That's what this one now. When you able to draft a guy like Jalen Brunson in the second round, and
Yeah,
this
these
when it
these
comes
scouts
in,
gonna have to get to work,
yeah,
boy.
you gotta
Cause
yeah,
get the
boy,
cooking.
This
And
this
that's
when they
why
earning money.
Mark Walters is putting the money in the Lakers, and we're gonna be good.
Now I want to
We're
see
back.
what these trades
Lakers
look
are
like
back.
this offseason, man. Because I
Lakers
think
ain't got
Oh
Giannis
yeah,
strike
like,
it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot of depth. Yeah.
yeah. Because now it's
And
not about.
I think OKC gets off them picks now too, because them picks
so
become useless at this
OKC
point.
might trade and get some players. You know what I'm saying? Say
Yeah.
fuck it,
With
fuck them
that-
picks.
With that, they might fuck around and go get Giannis now if the draft is like that.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? That
But
ain't
here's
no-
the
like,
problem
it's
though:
just
if you're a
pointless.
team like Milwaukee, you can't do shit with them picks. You know what I'm saying? If
You can't
when you-
rebuild, yeah.
yeah,
you
like
about to be Milwaukee about to be trash for a very long time.
yeah, they're gonna have to figure
If
out a way
this-
to. It's crazy because if
They're
you're
gonna be trash.
ass right now,
They're gonna be
you're
mid.
probably gonna be
You're
ass for
gonna
at least the
be-
next few years.
You know, they're gonna be
The
ass
next 3-4
for
years.
especially-
So
Till they restart it in 2029. So the next 3 years.
Their best bet now is to get Giannis happy. Just give him whatever. Like, we want
Nah,
you
nah,
here, bro. Like,
he's
what
gone.
we gotta do?
He's gone.
What we gotta do?
But I think-
That's their best bet because you can't get back-to-back first-round pick. You can't get 3 top 5 picks in 3 years. You can't do that. You can't shit.
You know who I'm happy
That's-
for though, guys? The Hornets are about to get a #1 pick again, and they're gonna be in
can
there.
I imagine? They still gonna lose
The
in the
Hornets gonna
play,
get the
and then
number
they
one
gonna
pick.
get a number one
They-
pick. Well, they can't get it back.
No, they can't do back. Yeah.
Hornets gonna get a
But
number
the-
1 pick. They're gonna draft Adam Morrison again.
Hey,
Nah, I'm interested to see, man. We're gonna get out of here, man. I feel like this gonna start
gonna be
looking
fun.
bad.
It's
real
gonna be
soon,
fun.
man.
Yeah.
You gonna see teams like players gonna get passed around because they just gonna have to trade to try to get better. You're gonna see a lot more trades, which might make the trade deadline a little more fun. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, you got
think
you got
off-season's-
this, and then in the second April, it's about to throw a wrench in the league now.
damn,
Yeah,
It's
it's
gonna be
about
fun these next couple off seasons, especially
Mhm.
that second April. They serious about that one too. So
yeah, them
this
them
shit
second
finna
April,
get
you get
big.
taxed. You get
you
taxed
get taxed.
$5 for every dollar. So if you
That's
get
what I'm saying.
taxed, if you over the second apron by
They get rich.
by 10 million, you getting luxury. You paying 50 million in luxury taxes, bro.
They
That
get
shit is
rich,
crazy,
man.
Yeah. Who's up for
NBA,
that rookie
man.
scale contract next
It's crazy, man. I like the salary cap because obviously it's been making the league more parity. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like baseball. We got the Dodgers, every damn year.
Well, we'll
it's
talk
gonna
about
be
that
like
next
that for a long
episode. But
time.
MLB going through negotiations on their CBA, so the MLB's trying to get a salary cap instituted, but the last time they tried to do that, there was a strike. The MLBPA's trying to, I think, if I recall what I saw from the article last time was they're trying to get like a competitive tax, so all the small market teams get taxed for not spending a certain amount of money in their cap. So it's gonna be interesting what happens in baseball. But we'll talk about that
Mhm.
next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get into
All
it.
right, guys.
Spurs in 5.
Knicks and the Spurs, NBA Finals,
Spurs is
Wemby,
6, like I
Western
did
Conference,
this series, and they ended up
MVP.
7. So I guess Spurs is 7.
Casual.
Man, I got
Guys,
Knicks.
whoa.
Come on, Cat. I need you to help me out, man. I don't want to hear this wimpy generational talk anymore, brother. Save us, Jalen Brunson. We need no more. We need all the flops, man. We're going from Jalen Brunson versus
From
Wemby.
SGA to
Yeah, it's from shade to it's finna be, man. They finna be flopping all series, man.
and I
crazy,
hope
but-
I'm hoping for Scott Foster game 1.
Hey, Scott Foster
Him
game
and Tony
1.
Brothers game 1.
That means Spurs by 50. If Scott
Spurs by
Foster them
50. Bring back Tony
all right,
Brothers.
guys,
Fuck
well-
it now.
All
Nah,
right,
Tony
y'all.
Brothers,
See y'all
I
later.
don't know if it's gonna be useful.
Casual.
All right, guys, appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe as always. We'll see y'all next time, man.
Peace. Hey.